Teaching by example, hearing from the sadhu. This is my family, it's too obvious.
Bande Guru Pada Danda Bhakta Vrinda Shamanitam Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Nityanando Shahoditam Sri Nanda Nandananga Bande Sri Radhika Charanodayam Gopijana Shanajuktam Vrindavano Manoharam Namo Mahabhadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratisha Namaha Namaste Tu Halagramo Namaste Mushalaudho Namaste Revati Kanto Namaste Bhakta Vatsala Namaste Bolinam Srishta Namaste Dharanidhara Pralambari Namaste Tu Trahimam Krishna Purvajam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Shute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vrindai Tulasi Devai Priyaya Keshavasya Shri Vishnu Bhakti Pade Devi Shattavatai Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. I feel embarrassed before Maharaja and Srila. I have to speak. So anyway, today I have to speak about the glories of Maharaj. No. Do you know who is Babru Bahun? Anybody knows about Babru Bahun? Your name is Babru Bahun, right? Babru, actually Babru Bahun, actually. Babru. I like to speak the glories of Babru. Actually, Babru is one of Arjuna's son. Yeah. Arjuna, great archery. Arjuna, Pandavas. Arjuna's son name is Babru. There are nice teachings about Arjuna, Babru Bahun, and Arjuna's wife Chitralekha. Very nice story and very nice teachings of how we can use our time. We should not misuse our time. Whenever we're supposed to do, we have to do immediately. We should not think, okay, I can do it tomorrow. It will not work. It may not work. To Arjuna's life, such things happen with Babru Bahun. So what happened? After, there is two parts, Hastinapur and Indraprastha. So it was Khandarprastha. Maharaj Dhritarashtra, Kaurava's father, he divided because there is two Jivaraj. One is Yudhishthir Maharaj, one is Duryodhana. They are as clash. So therefore they divided two. The kingdom became divided. One Indraprastha and one Hastinapur. When Pandava have the Indraprastha, the Yudhishthir Maharaj sent Arjuna alone to make unity of surrounding all the states. So Arjuna was great archery. Whenever he go there, everybody accept his proposal. So in that way he came to Nagaland, Nagaraj. There actually princess of Nag, her name is Ulupi. Ulupi, she fell in love with Arjuna. Then she approached to his father, Basuki. Her father name is Basuki. So anyway, Basuki agreed. First it was conflict, actually Ulupi and this Basoki is actually commander-in-chief in Chamandak. His name is Chamandak. Chamandak, he has desire to marry Ulupi. He has desire. But Arjuna come in, so therefore he is unable to fulfill his desire. So anyway, Ulupi finally agreed to marry with Arjuna, marriage taking place. So after her marriage, they have a baby. Also Arjuna, his target, because Yudhishthira Maharaj sent him for this purpose, to make unity. So after the Nag, Basoki's, then he went to Manipur Raj. The kingdom name is Manipur, near Tripura you can see. Nagaland, Tripura nearby. Still you can see India, then there is one state named Nagaland. Then beside Nagaland there is one state named Tripura. And his kingdom is actually, his capital is actually Manipur. That Manipur Raj, means king of Manipur, he has one daughter. But see, that daughter used to act like a man, a boy. She learned all the archery, everything. She used to think she is a great fighter, but wearing dress like a boy. Her name is Chitralekha, but in order to be Chitralekha, actually a woman name, means female name. So he used to call, in order to make people understand he is not female, he is male, he used to say Chitralek. Chitralek actually male name. So Arjuna, when he came in the kingdom, Manipur, somehow or other, there is an entrance place. She appeared, I can say he, because he was acting like a boy. He appeared and Arjuna appeared. Arjuna is soldier, Arjuna is Kshatriya. Arjuna wants to go first. And she also Kshatriya, and he also Kshatriya. He said, "No, I am here, so I have to go first." Then there are some argument. Then finally, she or he, what I was saying, Chitralek proposed, okay, if you want to go first, you have to defeat me. Let us fight. Then Arjuna explained to him, "Do you know me?" Then she replied, Chitralek replied, "I don't care who you are. If you like to go entrance first, then you have to defeat me." Then Arjuna tried to make him understand. Listen, you don't know me, but you want to fight, okay, let's go. Fighting taking place. Then she was defeated. Then Arjuna realized he is not boy, he is a girl. Then Arjuna hold the palm. Actually, I don't know, you are girl. Actually, if I know it, then I suppose this is not my principle to fight against any woman. Excuse me. In that way, she felt insulted. And from that day, she took vow that she will not imitate or pretend anymore boy. She came to her father, King, Manipur King, explained, "From today, I like to act like a girl. And I like to marry you with such person who defeat me." Huh? You like to marry? His father became surprised. His father was thinking, she never married. She didn't marry. So father, mother, everybody happy. So who defeat you? Then he doesn't know, she doesn't know his name because Arjuna never say. So anyway, finally Arjuna came to the king's palace, and then she saw that person. Then she explained, that person I got to marry. Then, do you know him? We don't know, but I like him. So anyway, what happened? So when Arjuna came with the proposal, then explained he's coming from Indraprastha, Yudhishthira Maharaj and Chakravarti Raj. Chakravarti Raj means who conquer whole surrounding whole universe. The Chakravarti Raj. Or who is qualified to do that. The Chakravarti Raj. So anyway, that at Manipur Raj received Arjuna very nicely. Then King explained that I can accept your proposal only one way, if you marry my daughter. Then Arjuna explained, how come? I already married, just few months ago I married with Ulupi, the king of Nag, Vasuki's daughter. So still you want me to marry with your daughter? Then by the principle, Arjuna's principles was telling him not to marry. Then king says, okay, if you are not agree to marry with my daughter, you have to go out of my kingdom tomorrow before sunrise. In between period from now to tomorrow before sunrise. I don't like to see you in my kingdom. So anyway, night time Arjuna was thinking what to do. Then Krishna appeared to him. And Krishna explained, our most important is the unity. So he had to agree to marry Chitralekha. Krishna's instruction for Arjuna is final instruction. So Arjuna agreed. The marriage taking place, when marriage taking place, there you see that Ulupi and Chamunda, Vasuki's commander-in-chief, Chamunda, he has desire to marry with Ulupi. So therefore, Chamunda, she wants to make in the mind of Ulupi, so he explained to Ulupi that it is going to take place. Your husband going to marry Chitralekha. So if you don't believe, you can come. That day marriage is taking place. Go. First she don't believe. Then finally she agreed to come with Chamunda to see the marriage ceremony from far. So anyway, as soon as Ulupi saw all of it, naturally you think, if your husband marry with others, what do you feel about? Jealousy. So anyway, Ulupi said the same thing, but Ulupi was waiting whole night. Out of this, far from the palace. She was waiting with Chamunda. Then Ulupi saw there's Chitralekha, the night of marriage night, midnight, Chitralekha going to somewhere else alone without Arjuna. Midnight they're supposed to be together, Arjuna and Chitralekha. Actually, Ulupi came purpose to greet Roti and Kamodev. Kamodev means this. Because before she used to pretend like a boy. But when she wants to marry, then she pray to Roti and Kamodev. After that, she got back all the female symptoms. So therefore, in order to greet Roti and Kamodev, she came to this place that Ulupi saw. But Ulupi, out of jealousy, after all the marriage, Arjuna came again to the Nagaland. And then, at that time, the Ulupi explained the whole situation. He know Arjuna marriage, you marry, but do you know your Chitralekha midnight till you married, where she went? Ulupi asking Arjuna, do you know where she went? Is it true? She left you alone in the room and she went somewhere else? Arjuna said, how do you know? Then Ulupi says that I know because I was there, I watched everything, what she did, but I don't like to say where she went. In that way, Arjuna has some doubt about Chitralekha. So, doubt taking place, out of doubt, Arjuna, when she come back again Manipur and asked Chitralekha, where you went? And Chitralekha said, we are husband and wife, we should trust each other. We should not make any doubt against each other. This is not proper relation. If husband has doubt about wife, it is not proper. Then Arjuna just left out of doubt. But that time, that Chitralekha already pregnant. That's Babruvahan in her wombs. So after that incident, Arjuna was mentally shocked. So as finally I marry with some lady, Chitralekha, she has such bad character, she has another one relationship, and she marry me. What will happen? With this doubt, she came to Dwarka. Dwarka, he came and explained everything to Krishna. Then Krishna said, hey, Chitralekha is chaste lady. This is your mistake. Someone out of jealousy make your mind crazy against Chitralekha. So, in this situation, he have to go back to Manipur and beg forgiveness. Ask forgiveness from her. That time, Arjuna says, okay, let's go to Indraprastha. Long time I left Indraprastha. This is my last success. All the whatever Yudhishthira Maharaj explained, I become success with my responsibility. So let me go there and explain to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and then I can come, gradually I can come to Manipur again, then I can ask forgiveness from Chitralekha about his mistake, to make doubt about her. So as soon as he arrived at Indraprastha, then he saw that a dice play, Pasakhala, dice play was taking place in Hastinapur. He went there, then they lost everything, then they went to excel 12 years, then 1 year incognito, it's too much messy. Then after that, close to the battlefield, this too much time period over, after 20 years. Almost 20 years over of all the situation. Then Arjuna, again Yudhishthira Maharaj sent Arjuna and Bhima together. Now not alone Arjuna, Bhima and Arjuna together, they came to make all the surrounding state unity together. So first Bhima Arjuna came, it is after actual Mahabharata, then after Kurukshetra battlefield, all this thing happened. Then after what happened, then Arjuna, Bhima first they came, they choose the place Sindhuraj. You know Sindhuraj? Sindhuraj was Jayadratha. Jayadratha. Jayadratha actually brother-in-law. But Jayadratha, because of Jayadratha, Abhimanyu was defeated. Therefore, Arjuna killed Jayadratha. So when this Dushala, means Jayadratha's husband, wife, Duryodhana's sister, Dushala listened, the Arjuna Bhima came, is coming towards her kingdom, Sindhu. That time, Dushala was thinking, they are not happy to kill my husband. So they are coming to conquer our kingdom. So Dushala prepared herself. All the soldiers, even she herself became soldier-in-chief, acting as soldier-in-chief in the battlefield. Or Arjuna and Bhima appear without weapon. And they explained, Dushala, do you want to fight with me? We are not coming here for fight, we are coming here for peace. Anyway, in that way, Yudhishthira Maharaj sent all the surrounding kingdom, there should be amicable relation with each other, with amicable, peaceful relation. In order to establish such things, Yudhishthira Maharaj sent him and Arjuna there. But problem is when they came in Manipur, what happened that Babru, he never know that who is his father. His mother says, Chitralekha says, several times he asked his mother, his grandparents, but grandparents told by Chitralekha, you should not explain my son who is his father. But Chitralekha explained to Babru that I can tell you only that time your father's name when you are able to defeat Arjuna. So in that way you have to be a great fighter. Arjuna is a great fighter. So only I can let you know when you are able to defeat Arjuna. So as soon as Arjuna Bhima came near Manipur kingdom with the horse, Ashram, So the horse is a symbol. Everyone should receive horse with peaceful mood, then they have some connection, peaceful relationship. But Babru, he very tricky way, hidden manner, he took the horse and take the horse out of Bhima and Arjuna while they are sleeping in their camp. The early morning, Arjuna, Bhima, they saw horse not there. So when horse not there, Ashramed Ghora, a horse Ashramed. If the horse is not there, that means someone is challenging the symptom, challenging them. So Arjuna came with few soldiers, and then he saw in the forest one small boy, 20 years old, that he is keeping the horse. Arjuna came and explained, hey, Balak means boy. Do you know this meaning of this horse? If you hold the horse, what do you know meaning of this horse? Meaning of this, what you are doing? You have to fight with us. Balak says, or Babru says, yes, I know, therefore I am just holding the horse. If you like to fight with me, if you want to take your horse, you have to fight with me. Arjuna said, Balak, you are too young, but I feel like you are my son. But how can I fight with you? Then Arjuna said to the soldier, let these boys understand what he is doing, and take horse back to our camp. Then Arjuna left. What happened when soldiers, how many soldiers were there, they are trying to take horse back, then Babru alone, he fight with all of them and kill all of them. Then Bhima came. Bhima also defeated by Babru. Bhima got senseless. Such a great fighter. Then Karna's son, Vishwaketu came. Vishwaketu, Karna's son. He also defeated, not only defeated, he killed in the battlefield. As soon as Vishwaketu killed by this manner, then Arjuna became angry. Finally Arjuna appeared. And then Babru was there. Babru is telling, I told you that if you want to take your horse back, you have to fight with me. You have to defeat me. I like to fight with you, not him, not Vishwaketu, not anyone. But you are full of ego of yours. Then Arjuna said, okay, then Arjuna was angry. Such a great fighting. This Babru, what was thinking about Arjuna was higher than that. Out of his understanding. He was thinking maybe Arjuna little bit fighter. But when he saw Arjuna's fighting skill, he is higher than him. So what happened? That Babru Bahan, he got a arrow from Ganga Devi. That arrow, Arjuna has no any protection. Arjuna unable to protect that arrow. But Ganga Devi inside, she was very angry against Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna killed his son, Bhishma. The Ganga Devi, she was angry. She was angry with Arjuna in order to revenge. The Arjuna killed his son. I also killed Arjuna through his son. So Babru is Arjuna's son, but what Arjuna doesn't know. So Ganga Devi, before fighting, that is, Babru got that arrow. Ganga Devi knew what is going to happen. So anyway, so when Babru look, Arjuna is great really fighter, he cannot defeat him. Then he used this arrow and Arjuna killed. When Arjuna killed, this portion of
decapitated.
Everything finished. Then Babru was so happy. He went back to his mother and explained, Mother, please come. Chitralekha doesn't know what is going on. What he want to say. So when Babru took her towards Arjuna's dead body, instead of Chitralekha, Babru was thinking maybe mother will be happy because he killed Arjuna. Then Chitralekha started to cry. Then gradually from Hastinapur, because Yudhishthira Maharaj felt some problem, felt some separation of Arjuna. He also came, Kunti Devi also came, everybody came. Then everybody crying. Then Ganga Devi also came. Then Ganga Devi explaining to Kunti, do you understand? If son his son is killed in battlefield, what pain mother have? I have such pain when your son Arjuna killed to my son Bhishma in the battlefield. Now I am happy. I get revenge. When she said revenge, then Krishna appeared. Why you say revenge? To whom? Mother, Ganga? To whom you are thinking you are taking revenge? I think you are not actually your activity not revenge against Kunti or against anyone, against your great son, Bhishma is to call Devabrat. Because actually, do you think with your activities, how you did through Babru, with your activities, your great son Devabrat is happy? Then Mother Ganga thinking, oh, no, I was not thinking about it. It is true, my son will not be happy. So, Mother, is there any procedure exist Arjuna can alive? Then Mother Ganga explained, yes, one procedure there. If you go to Naglok and request Basuki, King Basuki, if he allow you to take Nag money means diamond. If you keep Nag money near Arjuna, then his head and what is English? Huh? Head and body can be together, alive. He can be alive. So Babru, such a great fighter. So Babru said, I will do that. Because now Babru understand. He is son of Arjuna. Before he doesn't know. So anyway, Babru, Chitralekha together, they went to Naglok. So Babru, as soon as he entered in palace of Nagraj, Babru started to shouting that Bodhima means actually Babru's relation with Ulupi mother, right? Because also Ulupi is wife of Arjuna. And Arjuna married before Chitralekha. Arjuna married Ulupi before Chitralekha. Therefore, Bodhima means oldest mother. So when I called addressing it, Bodhima, then naturally everybody coming, then he saw that Chitralekha, that one boy calling Bodhima. Then Chitralekha explained, this is the situation. Please let us take this Nag money. Then Ulupi came to father. In between, Chamanda, who was commander-in-chief for Naglok, Nag kingdom. He knew that they are coming to get Nag money. So therefore, Chamanda, the height, took this. Because Chamanda doesn't want Arjuna alive again. He felt jealousy. So anyway, what happened? So on all the incident happened. Then Babru, and as soon as he realized that Chamandak took the Nagmuni, when they went there, Nagmuni is not there, the Babru realized that the Chamandak took it. Because Chamandak, such a rascal, he killed his wife. And wife still alive. So wife explained to Lupi, actually Chamandak Lupi. So therefore in that way Babru know about it. Then Babru went there, catch Chamandak, fight with him, get Nagmuni back. They went back to that Manipur. But problem is this, before Babru arrived in that camp where Arjuna's dead body are there, Chamandak came and he took the head with him. Because he doesn't like to Arjuna alive anymore. So what happened? When they took the money, Nagmani, Bhim, Kunti, Yudhishthira Maharaj, everybody came in the room, Arjuna's head is not there. Where is this? They're all there crying. Actually Krishna knows everything. Krishna proper place was situated and explained. And next he had catch Chamandak. And Chamandak, he requested so many times, Chamandak, he had to give the head of Arjuna back to me. Chamandak doesn't want to. Then Arjuna applied Sudarshan Chakra and cut the Chamandak head. Took the Arjuna's head and back him. Then Arjuna became alive. The question is this, look, everything can be peaceful if Arjuna is able to come from Dwaraka to Manipur, instead of Dwaraka to Indraprastha. Arjuna was thinking that let me visit first with Indraprastha, then we can go and ask forgiveness from Chitralekha. He never get time. When he get time, all the problems appear. So what happened when he alive? Then Arjuna, introduced by Krishna, is his son. First Arjuna become surprised. When he alive again, he surprised this Babru still here in my camp. How come? Then Krishna explained, he is son. So anyway, after that, he said, one son I got back, and one more, my brother's son, Vishakatu, he expired. Because of him. So what is the use to get one son back and one son left? Then Krishna said, I will let him back, give life back. Then by the grace of Krishna, Vishakatu also alive again. In that way, entire Pandava family become together. Ulupi, Chitralekha, Babruvahan, Vishakati, everybody together and go back. And with great joy. The problem is that we have to always know that we should not spend our single minute, single moment without Krishna services. We may think in our mind that, okay, tomorrow I can chant now. Who knows? Will alive tomorrow or not? Therefore, our Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained to us clearly that Jivana samapta kale koriba bhajan ebe kori griho shuk ekata nahi bole kakhono biggojan. Jivan means life, samapta means end. Our end of the life, we can chant Harinam, we can serve Lord, but now let us enjoy our life. We can see youth age, how they are spending their time. Actually, you have to know that nature of human, They are too much influenced by association. Whatever association they have, they will adopt such nature. So, from Srila Bodhayan says, Jato Shigra Parashava Govinda Charan. As soon as we have information that our ultimate goal with this human form to serve Lord, just to start to serve Lord. As soon as we know, not to wait for tomorrow. So, Ajiva Sateg Varsha Avashya Maran. From today and in between our 100 years old, when we become 100 years old, we have to die. There is no one, there is no surety and security that tomorrow we can alive. But it is strange, this. It is strange that we still alive. You see, this 3 weeks ago, when I was in Charlotte to Costa Rica, flight take off nicely. Then when the flight reached in Cuba, flying, they are direct flight, but in near Cuba, flight has some technical difficulties, serious technical difficulties. Now they are searching near airport to land there. I was there, everybody was, so much problem. I was thinking if I die, then the latest chance also what to do, there is no way. Then anyway, that flight take from that searching airport, finally they landed in one airport name is Florida, very small airport. 17 hours I was stuck over there. They are trying to repair, nothing happened. Then another flight they brought. After 17 hours they took me to the Costa Rica. So look, this, if really the flight unable to control that problem, then I can die over there. It was on the ocean, middle of the ocean. So it is when, how things will happen, no one knows. So we should not think, okay, at the time of death, at the end of our life, we can chant. So let us enjoy now. This is not intellectual way of thinking. This is Bhakti explanation. So we have to do it now. So, the Bhakti explains this way. Ajiva Sateg Varsha Avashya Maran Nischinta na thako bhai jato shighra paraseva Govinda Charan Jiboner thik nai. Jato shighra paraseva Govinda Charan. As soon as possible, as much as possible, try to serve Lord, lotus feet of Lord, Govinda. Why? Jiboner thik nai. There is no surety and security of our life. Anytime we can die. So Arjunas and Babrubahan, although they are father and son, but problem was challenge. Arjuna's life was in challenge. Because of the time. If he come before Indraprastha, then nothing can happen. Everything can problem. Because of the time, he is unable to come that Manipur. Therefore Babrubahan become ferocious against Arjuna, because Babrubahan told by his mother that he should defeat Arjuna. And Ganga Devi knew that Babruvan alone cannot fight. No one can fight Arjuna. So therefore Ganga Devi purposely she gave one arrow to Babru. So the niyoti, our time, is most important. So therefore we should try our best way to use our time for the service of Supreme Lord. We can see that one of our great, not Acharya, actually great devotees, who is disciple of Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. His name was Ramgoti Prabhu. The Ramgoti Prabhu, he felt attracted to see the Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta. Then he took initiation in the Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta, to whom he accepted his disciples. He know who is he. He never look how many rounds you are chanting, how many days you are practicing, are you following Kadasi or not. He never did that. I heard from my grandfather. My grandfather, when he took initiation, he saw this. He was only 3 days in Bagbajar Gauriya Math. Thus he came out of curiosity, Gauriya Math doing festival, 1 month festival for Krishna Janmashtami. What is going on? Out of curiosity he came. Then he saw Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta, he felt attracted, and instead of 1 hour he stayed 3 days. And in between the devotees are insisting him to take Harinam from Prabhupada. But Prabhupada, he says, we are 60 people in his room. But Prabhupada, when he came, he rejected 54 people. You are not qualified, go. You are not qualified, go. 54 people he just denied. The grandfather was thinking, maybe he will not accept me. Because I am not practicing. I don't know anything. But Prabhupada somehow or other, he allowed him to be there. So 6 people. So in that way, Ramgoti Prabhu took Harinam. But problem is this, his wife was so much rebellious to follow Gauriya Math rules and regulation in home. So what happened? Therefore he promised to his Gurudev, and he is such a sincere soul, although before he has no practice, but he promised to his Gurudev he should follow. But his wife was such a rebellious nature, he was unable to follow. So out of that situation, one day he felt really depression, sick, and died. So what happened, Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta, once he told in front of everyone that if anyone accepts my instruction sincerely, I will deliver it, definitely. So what happened, according to Indian ritualistic procedure, after death, they are following in the cremation, in the cremation ground, they are following that. You know this, they took near river, bathing him, putting ghee, panchamrit, whatever. Panchamrit, you know, milk, yogurt, butter, ghee, honey, sugar, all those bathing ceremony going on. All of a sudden his dead body became alive. Can you imagine? If dead body alive, what do you feel? Some ghost is there. Same way. Same manner, all the relatives, they thought maybe some ghost taking place in his body, therefore his body alive, so let us take a bamboo. When he is doing so, when they are going to do that, they say, hey, don't beat me, I am same Ram Goti from your family. It is true that I expired, I exist, it is also true I come back here. It's a time. So, then he explained, yes, I went to Yamlok. Yamaraj asking me so many questions. But Yamaraj's surrounding atmosphere, such a ferocious, such a ugly. Out of fear I can't say anything to Yamaraj. But Yamaraj look some spiritual pious activities there. Sukriti is there, he has. But what type of Sukriti, what sort of Sukriti he accumulated? Nothing described there, according to his life history. So anyway, therefore Yamaraj asking several times. It is not joke, it is not story, it is fact. So what happened? Asking again and again and again and again. Then he said, Yamaraj asking, who is your guru? Then he says, Srila Prabhupada. Send him back. And then after that, he was in, Sarva Gauriya Mall. He was 12 years, where Prabhupada used to stay. 12 years he performed. He says to his relative that, for you, I expired. I get life back because of my Gurudev. So I don't like to go back to your home anymore. I like to follow my Gurudev instruction. So please let me get my chanting bit, what I got from Gurudev. It is in this place. I don't like to go back to home. Please get back these chanting bits. I will go back. I will go to my Gurudev ashram. It happened in Assam. So he was 12 years he was chanting and then he expired. It's a time. We do have so many obstacles. If we keep sound faith, Krishna will arrange all in our favor. If we really have a desire to practice sincerely, then Krishna will arrange all in our favor. Krishna never cheats us. Actually, we are cheating Krishna. Therefore, we feel cheated. So, please apply our time. Try to think about time and go ahead rest of your life. When we will die, no one knows. I think all of you also eagerly waiting to listen from Maharaj. I explain Babru Baham history. Now you can listen the glories of Krishna from the lips of Maharaj. Ashram Maharaj, to whom you knew Babru. Actually, fact is very long, I just make it short, synchronized.
Did your grandfather tell you the story?
Huh?
Did your grandfather tell you that story?
Yes. My Gurudev also.
Oh.
It is famous in Gaudiya Math.
Really?
This story is famous. Not story, fact.
Fact.
Not story.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmritam Jayena Tasmai Shri Gurave Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bhangum Lankayate Girim Takapa Tamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataram Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamaham Dadati Swaparantikam Mancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhobhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo. I really did come prepared to teach by setting a good example of hearing. But because I've been instructed
Not
by
instructed.
Srila Bodhayan Maharaja, or requested, his request I take as his order on my head. So Srila Prabhupada took a suggestion of his Guru Maharaj on his head as an order. When he met him in 1922, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati said to him and the other young men he was with, probably the same thing he said to every group of young men he met. You're educated young men, so why don't you take up these teachings of Lord Chaitanya and actually do something to benefit India, do something to benefit the world. And then at the end, this is the frame, his relationship with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is framed by this suggestion. So at the end he wrote Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and he said, so many of your disciples are engaged 100% in your service. And I'm just a grihastha, I'm just a householder, just a family man, just a businessman. I haven't been able to do so much. But if you give me a little something to do, then I would really appreciate it. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati suggested to him, he said, well, he says, you're good with English, so I think if you preach to English-speaking people, it would benefit them and you. So the suggestion, it wasn't, you have to go do this. It's, oh, well, I think it would be a good idea if you preach to English-speaking people. Srila Prabhupada took it on his head as an order. So therefore we pray to him, Guravagyam Shirasi Dratva Shaktya Swarupine Hare Krishneti Mantrena Paschatya Pachacharya. Taking the order of his guru on his head, he became empowered to take the Hare Krishna mantra first to the west, and as Govinda Maharaj wrote, brought it back to the east. So in that spirit, I will take Bodhayan Maharaja's suggestion on my head as an order. And I was thinking, as the point he was making was that time is very precious. This is one of the symptoms of Abhaya. Is oh dear, I just forgot. Avyartakalatvam. And of the 9 symptoms of bhava, you can look it up. This is the one our Srila Prabhupada cited the most. He didn't talk so much about the others. But over and over again, he talked about being serious about Krishna consciousness. If you want to make Krishna advancement in Krishna consciousness, you have to learn to not waste a second. And he set that example. For the whole 12 years that he was with us anyway. And we don't have any reason to doubt that for so many years before that, going back even to his householder days, that was what he did. He'd get up, do his puja in the morning, chant his japa, then he'd go upstairs, spend time with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, talking, on into the morning. Shop sitting down there waiting to be opened. Srila Prabhupada's up there talking Hari Katha with Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Then he would go down, he'd open the shop, and then he would, in the evening, he would go and play Mridanga in the kirtan. So, and then we know, at the same time, he felt so much urgency that, he helped Srila Keshava Maharaj start the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. And he encouraged Srila Sridhar Maharaj to preach, and he was doing his own thing. He was, as much as possible, producing Back to Godhead magazine, because he figured something's got to be done. And if we wait for everybody else to do it, we could wait until after the Battle of Kurukshetra. Wait until Godhuli, until the cows come home, and then it might be a little too late. So we strike now while the iron's hot. And he struggled, and we know all the stories, how he eventually became exasperated a little with the demands of family life. Mula Prakriti has shared with us Srila Maharaja's account of how Srila Prabhupada went upstairs banging on his door, Srila Maharaja's door in the middle of the night. I've had this vision, Srila Prabhupada. He's calling me out. All right, now you come with me. Now it's time to take sannyas. Now it's time to give it up and preach. What do I do? What do I do? And Srila Maharaja is saying, well, it's not rush things. And then again, sometime later, bang, bang, in the middle of the night on the door. It happened again. I just don't know what to do. I'm at my wit's end. You've got to give me sannyas. I don't know. My connection with your family is just a little too intimate. It would just cause... I just don't think this is... let's just take our time here. Let's not rush. And then in the morning, later in the morning, he heard this commotion downstairs. Hollering and shrieking. And I said, what's happening? He goes down. Abhaya Babu's gone. Disappeared. Not wasting any time. Just... And all that time he was engaged in bhajan. We heard this, other stories in Mulla's book of how when Srila Prabhupada was living in Vrindavan at the middle of the night, he would be in the courtyard by the samadhis at Radha Damodar, calling out to the Goswamis, please help me do this. And then finally he badgered, it's the only way to put it, bullied Mrs. Maharaji. I mean, he did a sit-down strike in front of Mrs. Maharaji's office. I'm not budging until you talk to me. And then when she talked to him, what did he want? He'd go to America. And what did she say? In her own words, what are you doing, you crazy old man? You're old. You're feeble. You're going to die there. This is nuts. Forget it. But, like Dhruva Maharaj, Prabhupada was that determined that he badgered Mrs. Maharaji into giving him the ticket. And then we saw how he behaved the whole time he was with us. Not a minute, not a second was spent not serving Krishna. When we were living on the Big Island in 1976, I was married then. My wife and I, she was pregnant with our older daughter, Krishna Mai. We went, Srila Prabhupada was in Honolulu, and somehow or other, I don't know how it happened, but we were able to scrape together the fare for round-trip tickets for the two of us to Honolulu. And so we went, we spent 10 or 12 days, we stayed with some friends of ours and went to the morning programs and heard Srila Prabhupada speaking. And some of our other friends who were living over here on the Big Island, they were living in Kona. This is the 70s. If you're what our age was then, living in Kona, it didn't mean you had one of those nice houses on the hill. Those places didn't exist. I mean, they weren't even a figment of any real estate developer's imagination yet. Living in tree houses and coffee shacks and stuff. That's how the devotees, even the devotees were living. But they came over to see Srila Prabhupada, and when they got there, they got to the temple one evening, and they just didn't have a place to stay, and they asked someone at the temple if they could just camp on the lawn for the night while they figured out some other place to stay. And they said, sure. So these devotees, Harihara, Atmarama, and somebody else, I can't remember now, so long ago, they sat under this guava tree that used to be there in the front yard next to the driveway, and they watched Srila Prabhupada's window all night. They didn't go to sleep. They watched his light did not go out. They heard him dictating for hours, and then he would stop, sit down at his harmonium, chant a couple bhajans, and then he would go back to work. And when they went to Mangalarti at 4:30 in the morning, because they were just sitting there in the front yard, they heard the conch shell blow, it's time. Srila Prabhupada was still up. And Hari Shauri, in his transcendental diary, when he's recounting this time, he talked about how they would go and check the counter on Srila Prabhupada's recorder, and they were amazed by how much work he was getting done every night. He was just really, really pushing it. And around this same time there were these creeps, these deprogrammers, and anti-cult people talking about how Srila Prabhupada was living the life of luxury, exploiting the heck out of us. Meantime, he's living upstairs in one room, working himself into the ground to get Srimad Bhagavatam done. So this is a symptom of someone who's serious about Krishna consciousness. Avyarta kalatvam. They don't waste a minute. And there's a Bengali proverb. I just, for some reason, I can't seem to remember, but one of my godbrothers pointed it out to me. He pointed it out to me in the matter of taking sannyas. And the proverb is something like, if something is auspicious, it should be done immediately. And if something is inauspicious, it should be put off until tomorrow. Yeah. So,
isn't it Bengali? This is Sanskrit.
Oh, it's a Sanskrit.
Shubhasya sigham. When you are auspicious, it will immediately. Sigham.
Yeah.
Ashubhasya kalaharam.
Yeah.
Actually, any inauspicious taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
You can procrastinate.
Yeah. That you can procrastinate.
Definitely.
So, it's a little awkward and wonderful being here with devotees that I think we were like family. And some of you I've known for a really long time. Gopal for over 40 years. Kumkum for 30 some odd years. Subal since he was 5 years old. Chandrakanta, Chinny, you were a baby. You weren't even old enough to be in our Gurukula. You were just a little baby. You'd be in the back of the car when your mom would drive Suchandra down for school. Gorsundar I didn't meet until he was a grown man, but I was just immediately struck by it. Oh my God! No, maybe you were an infant when we were still in Honolulu. I think you might have been just an infant when we were in Honolulu. And then again, when I moved back here and you came over for one of the festivals, and you were leading a kirtan, I just thought, that's Mangala's in the jib's boy, all right. The mango does not fall far from the tree. So it's a little awkward and just wonderfully sweet to be here in such a strange situation, to have come back after a few years, and my family's still here, and I'm a homeless man. But that is also, that was a suggestion. I told a couple of devotees about this encounter with Srila Prabhupada while I was living here. And he was badgering me. Why aren't you preaching more? Yeah, it's nice you're English professor. Yeah, it's nice what you're doing here. That's nice. Oh, nice house. But I wanted you to teach this Krishna consciousness cult. That's what he said. And then he said, sometimes sannyas can also help a little. It wasn't directly in order. He didn't tell me, okay, tomorrow, and you've got to get out of the house tonight before she wakes up. That wouldn't have worked anyway. But I didn't respond right away. I was sitting in this encounter, and then Srila Prabhupada at one point he just looked me right in the eye. And cocked his head. I also had to do. That's when I knew it was over. Because he's never asked us to do anything that he hasn't done himself. So, even though I might be seen as having procrastinated, it was actually the untangling of, well, sometimes it felt like the ripping apart of two hearts that had grown together over 40 years in order to do this. And in this scenario, the hero is a girl with a man's name, with a warrior's name. And I just received a letter from a friend of mine the other day, an email or Facebook notice or something, telling me how much many of the devotees are beginning to admire. They're beginning to see that lady's strength and her happiness and her peace. It's one of the happiest. It's probably the happiest letter I could have gotten, because it was also from an old friend, Mahavishnu Priya, who's known us for a long time as well. And so here I am, and I don't. Devotees have been asking me, badgering me for the last year, why don't you come? Why don't you come? And I've been responding, sure. I'm a beggar. Help me out a little with the ticket here. And when I saw that it was, I could keep putting it off until it seemed like it would be possible. Devotees' resources having been recently drained by going to the festival in Badger or whatever, I just said, take a chance, get to find the cheapest ticket I can, and just take a jump and see. And if there's something we can do together, to bring even, I think, more sweetness to the Sangha of devotees. Our determination, there was very rarely did I have any experience on this island of any party feelings among the devotees. And when Mula came, Mula and Gopa and Vidagdha and some of us talked, and we determined that this would be one Sangha made up of many Sanghas. That we would chant together, worship together, preach together, do whatever we did together as a family of devotees. And we would do what it took to organize our programs in such a way that, regardless of where their hearts lay, where their affiliations lay, the devotees would feel comfortable coming together. And we always did that. And we had some pretty nice things going on. I don't honestly know how things are nowadays. I know there's been the natural heartbreak, especially after the passing of Srila Bodhayan Maharaja. I don't know. I just want to hang out with my family and chant Hare Krishna and talk together about Krishna. I was so happy to see some of you. I'm afraid I lost my composure for a moment. Especially Subal. I haven't seen Subal in a long time. Maybe 12 years or something. And Subal was one of the first boys in our Gurukula in Honolulu. We lived in a tent together for a while until Shrutakirti Prabhu was able to get an ashram built for us. And these boys gave me life, because I was also heartbroken at that time. This was 1978, 79. And I was heartbroken at the disappearance of Srila Prabhupada. And all I could think of was, I had a profession. I had a professional life, and I had an idea of what I was going to do. And when Godbrother Satyadev, he was the temple president at the time, and I approached him several times about starting a Gurukul in Hawaii. Somebody should start a Gurukul in Hawaii, because we have all these children turning 5. And if we don't get something going here now, again, time, right? If we don't get something going now, that means we have to send our children and our money thousands of miles away. And that just doesn't make any sense. Not to me, anyway. And every time Satyadeva looked at me and he says, I think it's a great idea. And I think you're the one to do it. And I said, no. I've got plans, you know. But the third time he said that to me, I went home and didn't sleep that night. And quit my job. I think I had a contract with the Legal Aid Society in Honolulu, and I just let it expire. And when it expired, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but I just went ahead and did it anyway. Got a Gurukula going. And those boys and their parents actually gave me an opportunity to try. My determination was somehow or other I have to become one of Srila Prabhupada's men. I want to do something for him. And something more than just getting thousands of tulsi plants growing and spread them all over the world. That was pretty cool for a kid, but I wanted to do something that would last. And those boys and girls and their parents gave me life. And also that heroic lady, Satyaki, who told me, sure, let's try this and see what happens. Even though we have a little girl and another one on the way, let's just go ahead and do it and depend on Krishna. And things worked out fairly well. And at least I can say, former headmaster never been sued. All my former students, still seem to like me. So I'll count that as a success. And for that, for all the encouragement that I've gotten over the years, I have to thank my immediate family, who always encouraged me, but also my extended family, my ohana, my Nabadweep ohana, that who were just always really nice to me and encouraged me, and never treated me like I was just a crazy guy or something. And who don't seem to mind that I've been come back and invaded their island again. But again, the real point is, time is short. The clock on the wall is ticking. When I went into I'm seeing devotees that I hadn't seen for so long, and then I go into the bathroom to take a shower, and I look in the mirror, and there's this pudgy old man in there, looking back at me in the mirror. And I see the kids. It's Subhal's late 30s. Suchandra. Shini's not a girl anymore. Or's not a Rupa. And Nitai. I mean, goodness gracious. I saw Radhana and Rupini's grandchildren. I saw Angel, who she was an infant. She was born when I remember Nimai was pregnant with her, and now she's
12 years.
She's almost 12 years old. She's tall, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how old am I? The clock on the wall is ticking. So the fact is, we may think we've got time, but we don't have any time to waste. We see the examples of devotees devoting themselves to becoming Krishna conscious and helping other people become Krishna conscious in so many ways. Gopa's thinking and writing about how to connect with people. Ramananda every morning he sits down at that MacBook Pro and makes those classes happen. Just so many devotees doing so many things. Even after all these years, even after all the things that we've been through, and we're still pushing together. So I just wanted to come back for a little while and let you guys pull me a little bit and say Hare Krishna.
Look, their Babru Vahan was hidden. No one knows he was innocent. So here also, Babru Prabhu, no one knew that he speaks a sannyasi.
That's for sure.